Here's a story that you might find relatable, especially if you've been working on personal growth. I have a friend who went through a difficult breakup at the early age of 25, but fortunately, he bounced back and now he's in a happy place, working hard, making good money. Suddenly, he seems to attract a lot of attention from women, and every time I see him, he's with someone new. Many women show him a great deal of affection. He's enjoying the abundance of chicks and can choose who he wants to be with. And guess what? Just when he's moved on from his ex and is feeling good, she comes back using emotional tactics like saying, "I love how you brought stability to my life," or "I regret losing you." But my friend is not interested in getting back together with her, and he's definitely not settling for just any woman. In fact, he met multiple women who tried to make him commit, but he didn't give in. All these women were seeking security because they were feeling uncertain, while he's certain that he is not marrying a modern woman.
It's gonna be a tough video for some of you, but it's the truth because I know a lot of you guys have been here before. You have this woman that you want, but she's not giving you the time of day, saying things like she's not looking for a relationship right now, etc. And every single time you ask her out, she's deflecting or brushing you off, things of that nature. So you moved on, doing great in life, and she comes back one day acting like nothing ever happened. She won't tell you this, but what really happened is that she's run out of options and she's fallen back on the man that she friend zoned during the time when she wasn't ready to settle down. It happens all the time. A lot of women push aside good men, and when the desire to become a wife and a mother starts setting in because everybody around her is in thriving relationships and marriages, she tries to run back to the same good men that she friend zoned. The good old feminists today call it their soft woman era. So in other words, they're done messing around and now they're ready to settle down and be treated like a queen and spoiled. This type of woman is bad news because she sees you as an escape plan. She's storing away a bunch of men just like you for a rainy day because in her mind, she's already got you in the bag. And when she's done playing the field, she can always come back and settle down with you. But you're not an option to double back to. You're not a plan B. You deserve not to be stored away in a line of a bunch of other men. These type of women are leeches. They act like they don't want you, but the truth is that they know you're good for them. They know the qualities and values you possess, but they're not ready for you. So they use you for your advice, for your knowledge, your opinions, your emotional support, your shoulder to cry on, etc. But the day will come, the day always comes, when the men that she's running around with, the bad boys, get tired of her. And she has no one that's truly there for her because her game in the field is over. Those women often end up pushing the "I'm independent, I don't need a man" narrative. It's a chess move, guys. So stay one step ahead.
As she pointed out, modern women will friend zone a guy just to go back to him once she's done having her fun. They're pretty much the most selfish creatures on the planet. In today's video, you'll learn about what happens when women face certain challenges and how men perceive them, especially when men start attracting attention from women while these women struggle to find a committed relationship. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Exalted7140. He said, "Never again will I try dating a single mom. That was the most annoying, depressing situation I've ever been in." And rightfully so. I think we're all glad you made it out of that with a timeless lesson learned. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me. So don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. It's true that when men choose younger women who haven't reached a certain age, women who have passed that age tend to get upset and may even label those men as predators. Just think of Mia Khalifa, who said that after being the girl desired and banged by older men. All these women were choosing men in their 30s over younger men, and nobody seemed to bat an eye. The double standards and the long lists of excuses these women come up with to justify why men should desire them knows no limit. But in reality, it's simply a matter of personal preference if a man doesn't want to be with a particular type of woman. Women often claim that younger girls are inexperienced and easier to impress because they have lower standards and fewer demands. Well, That's the whole point. Dealing with an unpleasant woman who creates unnecessary conflicts due to her inflated ego is not what most men look for. Men see qualities like being physically fit, feminine, and friendly, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not about having an extensive list of requirements.
You must know this when you're leading the relationship, that your woman is going to be stressed. Now, you don't want to find a woman who has got a ton of baggage, everything bothers her. Why would you be with her, bro? Why would you be with her? Now, every woman, something's going to bother her, okay? If it's your job to attract the woman who's bringing the least amount of baggage to you, okay? That's the truth. What, you want to go through all them suitcases, bro? You want to go through all that shit? She came in here with a bunch of bags. I want a chick with an overnight bag, okay? There's chicks who are walking with overnight bags, and then there's chicks who come in with fucking suitcases. What you want? What do you want in your house, bro? You want a chick with fucking 20 suitcases full of problems and memories and all kind of shit, and now you gotta fucking sit with her to talk about all this shit as she unpacks her fucking bags? Or do you want a broad that comes in, all I got is an overnight bag? You want that woman, okay? You want that woman.
Or maybe you want no woman at all, which is great too. The issue with women who have passed a certain age is that they often possess traits that are the opposite of what men seek, such as being unhealthy and sometimes even exhibiting masculine and hostile behavior. Such a woman wouldn't be a good role model for children or a supportive wife during challenging times. After putting in a lot of effort, like building a business, working long hours, staying fit, and pursuing higher education, the last thing a man wants is to settle for a woman who is past her prime and may not be the best choice anymore. The main idea behind the wall is pretty much what most professional athletes, both male and female, go through. Their time to shine is finite, and once they get old, they don't perform as well, especially if they have suffered from injuries. Do you see the similarities to women with age? Here's the detailed explanation. So, what exactly is the wall? The wall refers to the period when someone's overall value in the market significantly decreases. In football, for example, running backs in the NFL usually hit the wall at around 30 years old. This means that once a running back reaches 30, it's rare to see them performing at their peak. They start to decline, and NFL teams are more inclined to invest in younger running backs who have more potential. Similarly, when women reach an age where their ability to have healthy children decreases, biology often plays a significant role in men's preferences. Men tend to be attracted to younger women. These women don't have valid excuses. They wasted their prime years on meaningless flings, one-night stands, and even jobs they disliked. But now that time is running out, they go back to traditional gender roles that they initially rejected. With a high number of past relationships, these post-war women often expect a Prince Charming, considering themselves as Cinderella, when in reality, they are far from being princesses.
God. Man mentality just blows my mind. I like that you think that middle-aged women just don't have it as good as men when they get divorced. Here's the thing. I just woke up in Montana on a 6-month road trip after mine. It's been 2 days. He's in his father's basement. I don't even have a home right now, and I can still order dick like Uber Eats if I wanted to.
I had a guy troll my video the other day, and this is what he said. Spoiler alert, all the women who are deferring being with who they got will be gravely disappointed in your 30s as your looks go way south. I'm 36 and will never date any women in her 30s, ever. Ignoring the stark grammatical errors aside, let's see if his thesis holds true. Here's a photo of me from 10 years ago at the innocent, pure, desirable age of 22. And here's the photo of me from 20 seconds ago, unfiltered and unedited, looking like the haggard beast that I clearly am at the ripe old age of 32. And while I could expound further on the subject, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I've got 2 of them here, so I'll let the pictures do most of the talking. But here's what I will say. Ladies, a man who was born in this country whose first language is English, who doesn't know how to appropriately pluralize the word woman, probably doesn't know anything about women to begin with.
Good for them. One for getting dick on command, and the other for feeling like she looks good. Let the wall do its job, and she'll stop bragging about having titties and pussy at some point. Let's keep on seeing what the wall is and how it affects women. Well, it's commonly known that around the age of 30, women also begin to face this wall. Of course, the timing may vary depending on individual choices, but on average, it occurs around 30 years old, or even sooner if the girl engaged in a lot of vices apart from during her carousel phase, or better said, hoe and party girl phase. Why does the wall happen? After the age of 30, a woman's ability to have healthy children decreases significantly. Her physical appearance usually starts to decline, as does her overall physical well-being. When a woman is young, healthy, and beautiful, those are her prime years. But once she hits 30, she starts competing with younger, more beautiful, and more fertile women. It's not about apologizing for this reality. These women choose to be with older men instead of younger men, and now older men are choosing younger women over women their age or older. It's simply a matter of equal rights and choices. Are these women making any efforts to be more agreeable or acknowledge their mistakes? Not really, as that would damage their egos. Instead, they blame men for not desiring them. Let these post-wall women hold on to their optimistic narratives. They might end up settling for IVF, finding a provider, and a walking ATM, a man at some point, but it could be too late. To wrap up this video, let me take the liberty of showing you an article that bashes men who just showcase the realities of the wall and their consequences on women. You've been warned, it's very funny. The article's title is, "What Does Hitting the Wall Mean?" The misogynistic term is being used to describe celebrity women aging. Let's check it out. The decidedly unpleasant phrase, hitting the wall, is back in the public consciousness this week, thanks to a viral but much derided tweet about Game of Thrones actress Sophie Turner. Now a buzzword among misogynist groups online, this term has actually been around for a while. But what does it mean, and how did it become such a persistent term in the manosphere? What does hitting the wall mean? Buying into a toxic and old-fashioned view of women's desirability, hitting the wall refers to the moment when a woman supposedly stops being attractive. Parodied in the 2016 Amy Schumer sketch Last Fuckable Day, this concept is already baked into our society, but when someone directly refers to a woman hitting the wall, they're making that message much more explicit and intentionally cruel. Hitting the wall women, Urban Dictionary. This slang term has been in use for over 20 years, documented online as far back as a Quora thread in 2000, where someone asks about women losing their appeal once they reach 35. In recent years, though, it's had a real resurgence thanks to the spread of men's rights activism, pickup artist culture, and fascist ideologies about the role of women as wives and mothers. So, along with the frat boy sexism of just bad-mouthing women for getting older, this phrase is now strongly associated with the idea that women should get married and have children as young as possible, i.e., aiming to become subservient wives before they hit the wall, which is part of the reason why this tweet about Sophie Turner attracted so much backlash. Sophie Turner wall tweet, Sandman MGTOW/Twitter, posted by an account using the acronym MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way, a misogynistic separatist group. The original tweet includes a photo of Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner and her husband Joe Jonas. Taken at the 2022 Met Gala, the photo depicts Turner, then 26, when she was pregnant with the couple's second child. She's also wearing stylized makeup that gives her face a gaunt appearance, something that this Twitter user interpreted as negative signs of aging. These comments immediately sparked criticism and mockery because A. Sophie Turner is very beautiful by all conventional standards, B. The original tweeter doesn't seem to understand how makeup works, and C. Turner got married and started having children in her 20s, something that this kind of guy is meant to approve of. Basically, the idea of Sophie Turner hitting the wall just proves the hollowness of this entire mindset. The wall is an ever-evolving term, it seems, reads one of the top replies to this tweet. One day, the wall means unwed with dried-up eggs, the next day it means you no longer look like a teenager. I thought y'all wanted women to be married with children. Others pointed out the circular logic of saying that women should get married before they hit the wall and trying to claim that pregnancy made a woman unattractive. Many also shared other photos of Sophie Turner from the past year or so, illustrating that she looks both young and radically different depending on her makeup choices. Basically, this Sophie Turner post provided the perfect opportunity for people to highlight the self-defeating nature of hitting the wall as a concept. The underlying purpose for this kind of language is to make women feel insecure and self-critical, pressuring them to settle down early no matter what. But when you expand this criticism to include someone like Sophie Turner, a happily married celebrity in her 20s, the phrase begins to lose all meaning. It makes it clear that these guys will find ways to denigrate women no matter what, so there's no point in catering to their opinions in the first place. This chick got it all wrong. Men don't bash women for the hell of it, let alone women who are pregnant just because they're pregnant, the fuck? But because a vast majority of modern women are for the streets, ride the carousel in their 20s, and only want to settle down with the guys they have in the back burner after letting the bad boys bang them for a fraction of the price they demand the current dudes to pay. All that baggage has to be paid in the airport, so be sure to get a woman with no baggage, or even worse, travel by yourself to live life on your own terms. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.